The boldest. The boldest.
Good evening and welcome to your favorite show, the Boldest TV show. I am still your babe, Esther Dominic, aka Esther Shine. I welcome you to tonight's show as we are going to discuss a very important matter as it arises. And it has arisen because, or it has arose because the school is already resuming, and we observe that there is a system on board where the schools now change books yearly, and we want to find out the effect of changing of books, like textbooks, yearly. We want to see the effect in the educational sector, also the effect on the parents and the students. And I won't be talking about this alone. I will be having a guest that will join me soon. I'm going to storm the street. Please do not touch that dial on your TV show, and I'll be right back after this short timeout. Stay tuned.
The boldest. The boldest.
Welcome to your favorite show, the Boldest TV show. It's been a wonderful weather all day, and to enjoy this weather with me and to analyze some situation that is trending, especially as it at first affects the resumption of schools. I have with me here an educationist. He is a retired principal and has all the qualifications as regards education. So he's Sir Emmanuel Uba. You're welcome to the Boldest TV show.
Thank you very much, Esther.
Yes, Daddy. I call him Daddy. Please pardon me. Do you have a daddy? If you have a daddy, show me your daddy. He's my daddy, yes. Daddy, I want to ask, if it is proper for schools, especially the primary schools, to change the textbooks they use yearly after this year, as you resume the next year, they change it. Is it a proper process in the educational sector?
Really and truly, change, they say, is the most permanent thing in nature. That is to say that change always comes, whether we like it or expect it or not. But then, you don't change for the sake of changing. You change because it is necessary. They say you don't change a winning team. If a team, a football team or whatever team is doing well, you don't change it. Instead, you add more impetus, more power to them. They will win more. Now, what is happening in the education industry? Where textbooks, I understand, are changed too frequently. I'm afraid maybe a little unproductive. Yeah, I was saying that what is happening in the education industry, where textbooks are changed virtually every year, leaves much to be desired. Because the motive may not be because there are new materials. Change becomes necessary for two things. The old one that needs change is no longer productive, no longer useful, or there are better materials in the. So you need a change when it becomes necessary. But what I fear is that what's happening in the education industry is not because it has become necessary. It's not because the books to be changed have become obsolete. It's not because the new ones that are changing to are better. I'm aware from experience that book publishers have this habit of lobbying teachers, lobbying people in the Ministry of Education to adopt their books. So a lot of times, these changes are influenced by such lobbying by the publishers. So this year, publisher A is able to push his books into the system. Next year, publisher B makes a greater impact and pushes his own. And then, because he has been able to convince the people in the various positions that his material is better, and we know what that convincing means. By greasing their palms, by taking care of their needs. So they are now, let's say, compelled to or persuaded to change. So my feeling is that these changes are not influenced by the fact that there are better materials in the market, but because the publishers need to be satisfied. So they dance to the demands, to the whims and caprices of these publishers, and that is not good for the system. There is a great need for consistency. A great need for consistency. People get used to it. So these books that are still very, very good, for as long as that material is still very good, very productive, there's no need to change it. Secondly, very importantly too, because we live in very difficult times. We live in a situation where child A haven't gone to a new class. The parents, the child B coming after him can inherit his books, those books he used in that class. For example, the child is in SS1, the junior brother is in JSS3. At the end of the year, he goes to SS2, the junior brother comes to SS1. The parents do not have to buy new books because he can now inherit and use those books used by the elder brother. But if these books are changed yearly, then there's no point, there's no way children can inherit books from their senior ones. And that's not good for the parents. So from the point of view of economy, I would recommend that we don't just change for the sake of changing, but change when it is necessary. And create a room to help parents in such a way that children can continue from where the senior ones can use the books, the materials used by their senior ones. Those two things should go hand in hand. The need for relevance and then the economy of the system. So change should not be for the sake of it, but when necessary. And I do not believe that every year a change arises. A system should be allowed to stand the test of time before you cannot be convinced that it is poor or is not inadequate and requires changing. A yearly change of book or materials is not very good. That is my belief from experience over such matters, over such changes. If it's too frequent, it becomes counterproductive.
Wow, thank you so much, sir, for that comprehensive answer to this question or analysis to the situation. Yes, but the aspects you analyzed were two aspects. You analyzed the economic aspect, whereby parents should be able to at least have rest, considering the fact that their child B would definitely use the book that child A used. And also the other aspect where you feel that it's not really good because it's for the benefit of the publisher and the ministry. But I want us to look at the other aspect, which is the confusion. The confusion that it is generating among students like me, and I also feel same with you. When you want to talk about your days in the secondary primary school, and you ask, did you read Eze Go to School? Did you read Things Fall Apart? You will tell me your story, I will tell you my story. In our different locations at that particular stage of our primary, secondary education, we all read the same book, and now we could discuss it. But in this era, why I mentioned confusion is that in my era, when I was in primary 4, I read Eze Go to School. Now you, child B, when you now get to that same primary 4, you will no longer read Eze Go to School. You read Eze Went to the Stream. So at some point in our future, we cannot collectively say that this is what we read, let's share. Because you'll be saying a different story in your primary 4, and I will be saying a different story in my primary 4 in the same states. So don't you think that is a bit confusing these little ones?
The confusion is not much.
Okay.
Because things have to be generational. We have to look at different generations. In my time in the secondary school, there was so much emphasis on Shakespearean plays, Shakespearean works.
Yeah.
There was so much emphasis on non-African writings. And we found them very, very useful, very beautiful. Now they call for indigenization, for whatever, for patriotism, is making us depart or move away from those classical writings of the past, the works of Shakespeare, the works of Wordsworth, the works of those classical writers. You know, we're now forced to be reading. Well, we should read African materials. Yes, that is nature. That is correct.
Okay.
But there is a need to combine them, not to abandon those things that built us. Because my exposure to literature, English writings of English, different people with French background, English background, and all that helped me so much in life. What structure our children to Africa, what is African, what is Nigerian, they become narrow-minded. So to broaden their minds, there's a need to mix up. But then, these changes that we're experiencing are not limited to books only, but even the educational system itself. Every year, they bring changes. They bring new books. They bring new subjects.
Is it proper? Is it not setting up confusion?
So that's where the confusion is.
Okay.
New subjects come in. The child has so many subjects to face, and then is not able to focus on any particular one because they expose him for 1 or 2 years for one, and then it changes. I don't know the subjects available now, but I want to understand. Recently, they are brought in more subjects to be learned at the primary level. Okay, there's no more primary school. What they call basic.
Yeah, it's primary, it's basic. Anyone.
There's so much confusion. I don't even know where we are.
The confusion is too much.
If I'm to go back to school, I don't know if I'm going to be able to speak because I don't know the nomenclature they're using. There's so much confusion. I know President Jonathan once advocated that we go back to the days of HSC.
Okay.
HSC was just thrown away. They brought in 6334 and that kind of thing. They threw away HSC. That system was assisting people to mature before they entered university. Okay. But now, you see parents...
14 years, they're already there.
14, 15, even 13 years, you see parents pushing their children to go into the university. They go and come back, they're not mature. They know nothing. Maybe universally, such things have become necessary, but we have to be very careful. We need to be very careful in our country. The educational system is receiving a lot of negative attention. Everybody that comes in wants to do things for which is remembered. Hardly does any government build on the practices or policies of the past ones. Everyone that comes wants to make a new thing, so there's no consistency. And it is not good for the system, it's not good for the country, it's not good for our children. You are playing with the educational system. Any country that toys with the educational system is toying with its future, knowing very well that no country can grow beyond the limits of its educational system. A lot of politicians are politicking with education, and that is very sad. See where we are. And we are things working well in our country. Education, the educational system should have prepared people for politics, for the different professions. But everything is meanwhile, everything just like that. There appears to be no direction. I may be challenged, yes, but I see no direction personally. I know some people that are there, especially in the ministry, will challenge me. They hear this, but I'm seeing a lot of confusion. I see it too. These changes are bringing about a lot of confusion. in the system.
Wow.
It's not giving room for consistency, which is very necessary.
Wow, thank you so much, Daddy, for that simple but clear analysis. The message has gone to whom it may concern. The government, that is the ministry, they have heard you. I hope they are listening and watching. They should also consider your advice. Yes, because I think you have the jurisdiction to render that advice, yes, as somebody who has been in that system of education, so that we will not be confusing each other. In my generation, we should be able to tell the same generational story. Not in same generation, we are telling different story. Mine is not comprehensive, yours is strange to me. Meanwhile, the same generation, unlike the old. Thank you so much, sir. It's nice having you on this show. And from here, we are going to storm the street. Let's hear from our parents to know if they also have any issues with the constant change of boats, or they will admit that it's also a way to show improvement and development in the sector. Thank you so much.
It's okay, sir.
Yes, sir.
It's good to interact with you.
Thank you very much.
And thank you for considering necessary and good enough
Yes,
to
you
seek
are.
my opinion.
Of course you are.
Thank you very much for it.
You're welcome, sir.
And feel free to call upon me whenever the need arises.
Of course, of course.
I'm very happy to share my little views, my simple views, about the goings on in our society, especially in my area.
Yes,
Education.
Thank you so much. I am very, very excited, and I'm pleased to hear this. Do have a lovely day.
Thank you, Esther.
The boldest. The boldest.
Aha! Another one don't come. Our new segment where we dey call Wetin Dey Happen. Wetin Dey Happen na the program where we panel of judges dey treat the fuck up wey dey happen for we country, for areas like social vices, economy, fashion, politics, religion, health matter, and any other matter wey dey ground.
Make she dey look us with K0 eyes.
My people, the judges wey dey here na ogbonge ones o.
When the people cause to operation, people wey be say go do yansh, when the yansh dey fall. Orí kan tó wá jẹ̀rì o. Àwọn bẹ̀rẹ̀ ọ̀nà rọ̀pọ̀.
When they don dey meet bad friends come dey tell them, he just buy vessel, come dey see all those attractive things wey he don get. He sef go like to join because he no wan dey say they go buy drink, na that one dey pay. So he wan get him own and he wan carry babes. Na that kind thing dey bring all this dream.
Dem go take the train dem now.
Why?
Say men sef don lose guard comot for marriage because of all those things dey follow girls. Me come dey think am for myself, how dem wan take breastfeed children with that kind of thing wey dey their chest? Wetin pikin wan suck?
Even the mama and the papa sometimes follow dey contribute to this wahala wey we dey face for our society. We dey judge the matter make e for better for we all. This program dey for our online TV show wey be the Boldest TV show for YouTube, Instagram and Facebook. My brother, my sister, make you no miss am o. You fit send your matter if you no like their judgement, or even contribute to this matter, or even send wetin dey happen for your area to we number 07065500750. If you wan sell your market abi you dey do occasion, you call us sharp sharp make we help you sell your matter wella. Wetin dey happen na the ogbonge program wey dey better for we all.
Okay, if you no naked, don dey marry am. Sick. They come dey cry up and down. That best friend so.
Wait, if that friend no get wife?
He get 2 wives so, with concubines everywhere.
Hey!
My people, una do. This your babe Esther Damnix, aka Esther Shine, on your favorite show, the Boldest TV show. I am here on the street to find out from parents, individuals, how they feel about the constant changes in textbooks they use in our primary and secondary school. Please join me as I roll.
In fact, it's not a good improvement because it is expected that the books you use, your younger ones should be able to use it. Your children that are coming up too can use the same books, especially when the books are of the same syllabus. So there's nothing that they are supposed to change. Every child should be able to inherit something from either the brother or the sister. And I like what the Commissioner for Education in Imo State did. He said for 4 years they should be able to use the same books. Your brother, your sister, be able to inherit your book. So another thing is that with the rise of cost of goods, the parents should be able to save a little with that their children using the same books. So if they say they should be changing books every year, it's not encouraging. We should go against it.
The idea there is that both primary and secondary school, they are supposed to have been doing like Imo State did now, which is highly recommended. And I applaud the Commissioner of Education, Delta State, to copy such thing because it's a welcome one. The economic implication because like these days, starting from maybe 2 years, a year ago, things are very, very hard. So for you to buy a textbook, another year you start buying another textbook for the younger one or the senior one, it's not good enough. So the thing that is that after 4 years, maybe they will change so that the younger one can still use it to 2 years or 3 years before you can now go to another one. It's highly recommended.
Well, I think if there's a new development, then it is not a welcome development. Because I think the government should put more effort in making life easy for everybody. The initial 4 years was okay, but constant changing of book, it doesn't help anything at all. It doesn't help the situation of the economy. I can remember when we were younger, we used to have the nursery rhymes. 10 years, they used to sing the same rhymes, but now everything has changed and it doesn't go well because most times this assignment we give parents, we need to help them do it. But then with the change of everything, I think it affects us. So it's not a welcome development. Confusion amongst the students, okay, Junior, help this one to do the assignment. I can't do it. I didn't do it when I was there, so how do you do it? So it's not a welcome development.
The boldest. The boldest.
Thank you so much. That was very comprehensive. That was very, very informative. And it's for both the parents, the teachers, the students, and the government. It's a way of giving us a direction. And I hope that with all the recommendations you have made, that to whom it may concern, government, which is the Ministry of Education, the parents, and the students. I hope we put that into consideration and look for a balanced way that will be favorable to all. And on that note, I'll be signing out as your babe. But please do not forget to follow us on all our social media platforms, on our Facebook, the YouTube, and Instagram. Or if you have any question or you want to be on this show, please do not hesitate to dial the number that is scrolling on your screen, and I'll be there to answer you. Thank you so much for watching. I love you. And until next week, same time, same station, I still remain your babe, Esther Damik, aka Esther Shine, of your favorite show, The Boldest TV Show. Good night. Ciao.
The boldest. The boldest.